Alrighty then. Let's see here. Alright, we're good to go. So, howdy folks. Welcome back to the Flying T-Bar C. It is Shredder Day, which means it is time to fuck around and find out in Dark Deity. And yeah, so we're going to go ahead and dive into it. However, before I do that, I would like to do a reminder that if you guys enjoyed the stream tonight, make sure you go check out my other socials, which is YouTube and Twitter. I archive all of my content on YouTube, and I do announcements for when I'm going live, as well as schedule changes and other random posts on Twitter, which is at that link there. So let's go ahead and dive into Dark Deity, shall we? Load game. Chapter 11. Death is lighter than a feather. Okay. So, that's right. We had unequipped literally everybody. Alright, so let's see who's got what here. Counterattack damage increased by 25%. Grants 80% resistance to arcane magic. Each turn grants a 1% buff to advanced stats. Enemies are much more likely to attack the holder. So tank. So whoever it is that needs to be for a tank. Swaps strength and speed. Intriguing. Dodge increased by 30% of strength. Honestly, that might be a good one for Sia. Or I could potentially do because who's not really dodging very much? Power increased by 15% of each weapon stat. Swaps power and true speed. Nearby enemies deal 15% less magic damage. Healing power increased by 50%. Okay, well the healing power thing is definitely going to Marin. Half of mastery is added to accuracy. Okay, so let's take a look at our units here. Because Garrick, we've been having some issues with you. So, honestly though, I would still rather him have something that's crit based. Wrong thing. Critting increases a crit chance by 1% for the rest of the level. Bonded units within 2 tiles increase damage by 5%. Hit chance increased by 15%. Half of mastery is added to accuracy. Honestly, this whole Theron's passion thing might not be too bad, but we're gonna go with aspect of the hunt. Counter attack. Damage increased by 25%. That would actually be pretty badass on Lincoln. Swap strength and speed. Brooke. Speed versus her strength. Intriguing. So theoretically, she would steadily just get stronger because she keeps getting better speed upgrades, but let's see here. Half of mastery added to accuracy. True speed. Power increased by 15% of each weapon stat. So, who's got the most weapon upgrades out of everybody here? Well, there's Sia, who does. Mastery. To his accuracy. See, his accuracy, like, I really... Okay, so it would be probably accuracy minus dodge. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna do Theron's passion, because he's a crit. He's supposed to be a crit machine. %10 to deal 1.5 damage. I mean, that would be alright on Sloan. Swaps power and true speed. Does anybody have true speed that like just straight up outmatches their power? Not really, so I don't know why a person would want to do that. So that one's kind of meh. Oh hey, I do have some of these. So that one is eh. Power increased by 15% of each weapon stat. You know what? I'll give that to Bianca. Dodge increased by 30% of strength. %80 resistance to magic. Attack the holder. Strength and speed swap. We'll give Irving a dodge thing, I guess. Orima. Enemies are much more likely to attack the holder. We'll do that one. Huh. Bonds with units within 2 tiles take increased damage by 5%. I mean, that one's not bad. Swap strength and speed. He uses magic though. He uses magic. Strength versus speed. Yeah. So yeah, let's give that to Sia. Sia, you get Aspect of the Sky. Is there anybody in particular I feel like needs to be leveled? Well, we'll go with this for now. She's got... She's probably like my tankiest person available at the moment. Oh, Sophia. Yes, actually. Benji. You know what? Do it. Even though his mastery is probably, like, Jack. Swaps power and true speed. I seriously don't understand how that would be good on anybody. I mean, theoretically, like true speed increases dodge. If 5 greater than enemy's true speed, unit will double attack. Oh, so true speed is what affects doubling. So I guess at that point you have to decide what is worth what exactly. However, I think I like the idea of giving that to Brooke. Just because of the fact that it's not a huge change, but it does give her more, so she's more likely to double and therefore more likely to crit. And then bonded units within 2 tiles increase damage by 5%. Who is the most bonded unit out of everybody here? One. Holy crap. Alden, Sia, Irving. Or Garrick. Or Sloan. Dodge increased by 30% of strength. Critting increases crit chance by 1% for the rest of the level. 10% chance of dealing. You know what? Take that. Feigns Judgment and then you know, Helena is tanky. So actually, we'll just give her that random one. But we're gonna, because I think I'm gonna try using Helena. Oh, I forgot I need to send out a message really quick. There we go. So now, upgrades. Let's see here. What aspect did I give Irving again? Dodge increases strength by such and such. Okay. Oh, whoops, I forgot. I also have to do healing items. Nope. If we're gonna do... I have to do this. Just because it makes way too much sense. Oh, same with that too, actually. Alden, you take the baked beans. And Benji, take the corn on the cob. Alright. Let's go ahead and save. I already spent a butt ton of money on tokens, I'm imagining. So we'll do the next map. The party arrives at the Temple of Fane, only to find it under assault. The temple's priestess, Vesta, accepts their help in cleansing the temple. After fighting off the attackers, Vesta nearly collapses from exhaustion. The following morning, they observe a massive Aramoran force headed towards Delia. Vesta tells them that she is a member of the Order of Eternals, an ancient organization dedicated to protecting the aspects. She is traveling to Varroa to meet with the masters of her order. In possession of many aspects she fears for their safety, she suggests that the party come with her. The more intimate knowledge of the necromancer's their more intimate knowledge of the necromancer's methods and doings would help the order determine a course of action. Though it leans heavily on their hearts, leaving the war and their nations behind. Though it leaves heavily... I read that weird. Though it leans heavily on their hearts, leaving the war and their nations behind is the right thing to do. They leave to follow the army north, then find a captain in Swift Harbor. In doing so, they stumble across a massive battle. Gods below. What is that? I wish I could tell you. The light. Is it some kind of weapon? If he had a weapon that powerful locked up in a Delian armory somewhere, I'd know about it. No, it must be Aramoran. Could it be something the mages conjured up? Impossible. Uncle could never have kept it secret. So then, which is it? Delian or Aramoran? Doesn't matter. Vesta, have you ever encountered anything this powerful before? Not outside of a book. Wait, look, in the center. That's not a weapon, it's a person. If that's a person, then I'm a potato. That rules out less than you'd think. Whatever it is, it has to be stopped. If you lost your mind, we'd best steer clear of that thing. We can still make Swift Harbor if we... Look where we are. Caught again between Erebor and Delia, and up against something alien to both and more powerful than either. Irving raises a fair point. I'd say there's a slim chance this magic has nothing to do with our necromancer. No better playground than a battlefield for someone like that. Who would we be if we ran? What if we learned that Aramorans and Delians alike were wiped out by an army of undead? We have to stop this. I doubt we'd be able to waltz right in. The war horns have sounded. The battle has already begun. You're not getting in there without a fight. Then a fight it is. I realize what I'm asking of each of you. I won't force you to come with me, but I cannot stand idly by as a witness to a slaughter. Samara and I, we want to come with you. Only we fear for our people. And what's of our people? We will not strike a single soldier who doesn't stand in our way. You have my word. Then Sarah and I are with you. As are Lincoln and I. No doubt I'm ready to go. Us too. Benji's always up for a fight. Sure, why not? What are you giving me that look for? Of course we're with you. Besides, you wouldn't stand a chance without us. Hey, Terribles, how are you doing? By the way, how's life? How's everything going? Well, it seems you have your companion support. Lead on, Irving. I fear we may already be too late. Alright, Samara, take out. Corvin, take out because I don't really feel like using him. All the rest of these guys have been pretty awesome, but I do want Benji. We'll take Vesta out and put Benji in. Half of mastery is added to that. Choose units. Looking at Benji, by the way. Ugh. It's not like he has a lot of mastery to begin with. Map prep. We put Benji down. Oh geez, I just realized something. I can't believe this entire time I was messing around and I didn't have the music playing. My bad, folks. Because see, yeah, technically I have 2 healers. I don't need like 5 healers. I don't know if we can use the ladder or not. Okay. We'll go ahead and save. There's a sorcerer standing amidst the battlefield, preparing a massive spell. Reach him to stop it. Go, Benji. Oh, that is just so wrong in so many ways. Right, I also need to think about who is lower leveled at the moment.
Quickly and quietly.
It is willed.
I am gearing her to be a legitimate tank.
Oh, all right. is willed.
I'm gonna send her all the way up there.
Thought you'd never ask.
Garrick, go with her. See, I go that way.
Benji's always ready.
Alright, fuck him up, Benji.
Please clap.
Honestly, he is just straight up freaking scary.
All yours. All yours. I'd be honored. Lead the way. Let's do it.
Together.
Okay. We'll send Irving that way just in case.
In position.
No matter what, she's gonna kill him.
Am I needed?
Oh, nice. Must have missed.
Oh no, you don't.
There we go. Gotta remember about using people's passive
Not
abilities
bad,
too.
not bad.
Oh, jeez. Oh God, Bianca, why are you almost dead? Nicely
Quickly
done.
and quietly.
Gotta remember, she can heal herself. Marin, do your thing.
Am I needed?
Honored. Greatness must build on the past.
Okay, so it's not
Quickly
yet.
and quietly.
Huh?
Okay, Brooke is falling off hard. I need to... gonna try to dump some more XP into her this map, but if she doesn't pick up, then I can't really say much about it, in my opinion. Like, she might get benched.
What'll it be?
Chop chop.
Heal up, Lincoln. There we go. And then, last but not least, Alvin, do your thing.
The sun sets on the past.
Oh God, she's already down for the count.
I failed my people.
It's a couple down for the count.
It's all falling into place.
Well, fudge.
Benji's always ready.
Benji, I wish you had a self-heal.
Fine by me.
Oh, oh, oh.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Okay.
You're good to have around.
Sharp skills, full pockets.
Okay.
Can do. Huh?
Jeez, Orima.
We're not finished here.
Okay.
You're good to have around. All yours.
Nice.
Lead the way. My hard work is paying off.
Nicely done, Baron.
Thought you'd never ask.
Alden, just go nuts. There you go, Benji.
The best just keeps getting better.
Okay, all of these guys need to start booking it forward as well. Why? There we go. Irving and Sloan to tank people. Set Brooke up so that she can do stuff. Same with Sophia.
Can do.
Bianca is and Arima will be cleanups. Okay.
My sword grows lighter with
There you
every
go,
swing.
Irving. The chances of her not killing them is really slim. There you go, Brooke.
Stay with me. You're good to have around.
There we go, Sophia.
I feel stronger. Do I look stronger?
You're
In
getting
position.
there, slowly but surely.
Honored.
Okay.
Fresh as a daisy.
Are you sure?
Alden.
I've got a lot to learn.
Oh, Lord.
Right away. I won't
Yes,
let you
heal
fall.
Garrick.
Proudly meeting expectations.
Let's see here. Oh my god. This is seriously gonna take a hot minute. Okay. Oh shit, that might not have been a good idea. There we go.
Together.
there and kill him. Whew.
I misplayed my hand.
Ah, shit. Okay, Orima, you are just entirely way too strong for your own good. Brooke, level 15.
Honored.
Sharp skills, full pockets.
Not bad.
Huh?
Thought you'd never ask.
You dropped something.
Rally to me.
Oh, jeez, this is gonna take a freaking hot minute. It really is. Okay. You know what? Screw it. Just get the kill, Garrick.
By your grace, Fane.
Okay.
Can do. If you insist.
So she'll be good against those guys. So honestly, we'll end the turn right there.
Proudly meeting expectations.
In position.
She's gonna kill him no matter what. Also, we'll kill him no matter what.
Quickly and quietly. Quickly and quietly. Pathetic.
In position.
Together.
Nice Marin.
My hard work is paying off.
Fresh as a daisy.
What'll it be?
Okay, let's... Who's going to have advantage against those guys?
Thought you'd never ask. Awaiting orders.
End turn. Okay.
Quickly and quietly. Pathetic.
There you go, Sophia.
I feel stronger. Do I look stronger?
Rally to me.
Woo! Damn! Can do.
Okay. Alright, Arima.
you'd never ask.
My turn! Run like the wind! Lead the way.
Okay, let's see here.
Together.
Okay, I really need to get him some, like, find something to increase his accuracy out the wazoo. Because right now he's just getting trampled
If you
on.
insist.
My turn!
There you go, Bianca.
Not bad, not bad.
Intern. Jeez, what? 1% buff to advanced stats. So he's just that good, I guess. Like, holy hell. Like, honestly, it's kind of a little ridiculous.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Please clap.
Yes, go Benji.
Sharp skills, full pockets.
Okay, Brooke is at least popping up and showing up.
I won't let you fall.
Stay with me!
Well, okay then.
Right away. I won't let you fall.
Nice.
By your grace, Feng.
My turn!
I'll take point.
Alright, this is a little ridiculous.
If you insist.
And disarm.
You dropped something. Fine by me.
Level 20.
If you insist. Back in action.
This should be fun.
How did you do that?
Simple.
Awaiting orders.
What'll it be?
And we will move everybody front and center.
Right away.
There we go. Got her another level up.
My hard work is paying off.
Okay, she obliterated him. I can't say I'm surprised.
I'll take point. I'll take point.
Arrive.
Never knew I had it in me.
Oh, it's because of her healing. I was about to say, she did like no damage, but I had her healing a ton. Perfect. What are you doing here? Whatever that thing is, it's killing people on both sides of this fight. We came to stop it. Well, then at least for now I can call you my ally.
Sterling.
Sterling.
No.
We don't have time. I trust you, but I made an oath. Let's just enjoy that we get to fight together, at least this once. Right, let's do this. Impressive. You survived the blast. So bold. I wonder, will all that strength carry you when you're alone? Sterling! Little brother. Gods, you're bleeding. It's going to be alright. I need a cleric. Marin, Lincoln.
Huh?
What's happened? Oh God, Sterling, let me see what I can do. You did it. You stopped him. I tried, but I was too far, too late.
Pace yourself.
Save your strength, brother. I'm proud of what you did, of who you're becoming. I know. Marin, can we stem the bleeding? Lincoln, maybe if we try together. Father, in Varroa, go and see him. You must tell him everything. I will, I promise. You don't have to promise. I know you will. I've never seen wounds like this magic. The life seems to just be draining from him. Lincoln, you and Bianca, I better not be seeing you soon. Look after him.
I can't fail.
No. There has to be someone who can help. Cleric, help, anyone.
It's all right.
Fear does not belong in your voice, brother. It's all right. I lived my life on the battlefield. This was the end I asked for. I only wish What? You only wished what, Sterling? Oh, no. God, no, Sterling.
Stay with me!
Irving, are you alright? Irving! Chapter 12. Eye of the Storm. Irving, hey, are you alright? Easy there. Don't try and sit up too fast. Sterling, did that really happen? Did he actually? Yes, he's gone. I'm sorry. Gods, my brother. How is this possible? I feel the same way, Irving. I never would have predicted that in a million years. He was so vibrant. It's hard to know what to say. Nothing seems to do it justice. His loss is a burden we all share. Thank you. I mean it. And I know you, and you know I'm here for you, if I can help in any way. I know. How long have I been out? A couple of days. Vesta found us a ship with a captain who can take us to Isn's Hope. He's quite the character, actually. I think you'll like him. That's good news, I suppose. Are you sure you're feeling alright? I really don't want to freak you out, but you look... Just spit it out, Marin, please. Well, you look different. Something about that spell affected you, too. Your hair. Let me just grab a mirror. I don't know how to explain it. Is it that bad? I wouldn't say it's bad, just different. Do you not feel strange?
Not quite.
Not aside from this throbbing headache. I see. There must be something I can do for that. Oh, Vesta, hello. How is he faring? Well, he's awake, so that's a start. Glad to hear it. If you don't mind, might I speak with him? Alone, please. Of course. Irving, just call if you need anything. My condolences for your brother. I had heard much of him in life. He was a leader and a warrior of great renown. And now he's dead. And I'm to break the news to the father I've never met. Actually, that's what I've come to speak to you about. My brother? No, your father. When we first met, I had my suspicions. Hair, red as the setting sun. A steadfast spirit in your heart. You may not know it, but you carry much of him in you. And much of him with you. Then, of course, what happened with Sterling removed all doubts. I knew you were Alistair's son.
What?
How do you know my father?
The order.
It's your father's counsel I seek in Varroa. He is my superior. He's in the Order of Eternals. Yes, though I don't suppose he would appreciate that becoming common knowledge. I hope you understand. You must have many questions.
No kidding.
Actually, that explains more than you might guess. Good. I fear I may have overstepped my bounds in telling you even this, but, well, given the circumstances, anything more is not my right to say. I understand. I will bear the burden of delivering the grim news to him. A father and son's first meeting should be light.
Don't worry.
No, that's all right. I will tell him. I promised Sterling I would. I see. As you wish. Listen, I know you've been through a great deal, but I think it might cheer up the others to see you up and about. Are you up to it? Sure. I'm glad. Come. Hey, I hope I'm not interrupting anything, but I'm looking for the priest lady. Anybody seen her? Right here, Ford. I'm a cleric. Well, you're going to be a happy cleric, because old Humpback's ready to set sail again. I gave her a good once-over, in a gentlemanly way, of course, and I'm pretty sure she'll make it. How reassuring. I'm guessing that's not all you've come to tell us. Have you changed your mind about free passage?
Whoa there!
What? Now, if I wasn't a man of my word, then what would I be? Don't answer that. No, I haven't changed my mind. Just so long as you fine folks are still willing to help me out with that, little predicament.
What?
What's this? Ford has some suppliers on Varroa who owe him some shipments. But I wouldn't expect any trouble. Just stand there and look tough. I'd say some of you are doing a fine job of that already. How'd we get wrapped up in this? Commandeering a royal liner wasn't exactly on the table, Irving. Besides, now that we can't count on the Delian treasury, we have to start thinking about these things. Every bit helps. I suppose.
It's not that simple.
Trust me, it'd be as easy as an open breeze. It's rarely ever that simple in my experience. Well, this is the sea, my friend, my area of expertise. And if my experience tells me anything, we better set out soon before another storm rolls in. Very well. Irving, what is it? Just want to make sure you're okay with this. I know a lot has happened, and things are moving really quickly.
Don't worry.
It's fine, Garrick. And listen, all of you, I'd appreciate it if everyone would stop acting as though I'm on the verge of causing another arcane explosion. Come on, let's not waste any more time. He's the cherry one, is he?
Come on.
Cut it. Alright. You got 2 sunflowers. I can tell this is going to be fun. Out the battlefield, the party observes a man in the midst of a powerful storm of magic. Whatever spell he was conjuring, it seemed a gargantuan risk to all those on the field. Afraid of the slaughter that might take place, the party joins the fray, battling through to stop the sorcerer. In the end, Sterling and Irving were reunited for one final push. Sterling had also seen the threat. They rush him together. Irving and Sterling break the sorcerer's connection to the spell together, causing a massive shockwave, leaving Sterling mortally wounded. After a final embrace, Sterling passes away in Irving's arms. The effects of the spell then began to affect Irving as well, leaving him unconscious. The party hauls him to Swift Harbor. Soldiers remaining on the field see them and assume the destruction was of their devising. Now, with no choice but to leave, they find a captain willing to take them, a smuggler named Ford, who carries other passengers as well to Varroa. Vesta informs Irving that her master in the order is his father, Alistair. She had known of Sterling, but not the younger brother. Irving has a long voyage ahead of him. Vesta, I'd like to introduce your friends to our other passengers. You never mentioned other passengers. It was implied. You think I would carry any less than the most I can handle? What kind of smuggler would I be? Infuriating sailor. Hello there. I'm Vesta. Pleased to meet you. I am Monroe Valburen, heir to Silvergarden. Con Valburen's son. Might I ask why you traveled to Varroa? You can ask, but I don't see how it's any of your business. He's just getting away from home. Needs to see the world. Thank you. And you are... Oh, I'm just Monroe's bodyguard. My name is Iris. Traveling companion, Iris. I have no need of a bodyguard. Sure thing. I am simply Monroe's traveling companion. I hope you don't mind if I introduce you to my own traveling companions. I fear we are a more extensive group than you are. We would love to meet them. What did we just talk about? Right. I'm sorry for speaking for you. Come along then. This may take some time. Alright, first we have stuff. Bond with Sia. Things are getting tense. Are you sure we're making the right decision sticking around? Are you kidding? Irving's brother just died. We didn't kill the baddie. He needs us. Look around us, Sia. There are some massively capable people already here for him. Joining army? Sure. Leaving Etlin in search of some ancient order we've never heard of? Not so much. You know me better than anyone else in the world. You know how much I hated living in Duskwater with no purpose whatsoever. What we're doing now is important.
Perhaps.
I don't know that I'm so sure. Who are we to know who is in the right?
Oh, come on.
Well, I don't know about you, but this is my life and I'm going to live it how I want and by my own convictions. It's right because I say it's right. That's good enough for me. You've been listening to Lincoln too much. Maybe. His way of life is so simple and sort of beautiful, don't you think? Truthfully, I think it would be better fitting of a simpleton. But there's much I find admirable in how he carries himself. That's what's so inspiring about it, though. What need do you have of nuance when you've already decided your next action 10 minutes before you even know what the options are?
I'm with you.
I can see how it would seem alluring to your impulsive self. I think a more measured approach is appropriate. But I've also learned not to judge. He's a capable warrior and friend. He's cute, too. See ya. He's a decade older than you are. Oh, not for me. I think he's got his eyes for our new priestess friend. Well, Vesta seems to carry heavy burdens. She could use the comfort of partnership, I think. Oh, I'm Elias. I don't judge people except when I do. You're my confidant for it. It's a bad habit I've been trying to kick. Your gossiping heart brings it out of me. Oh, sure. Go ahead and blame me for your shortcomings.
Sure thing.
I will. Better keep your distance or I'm going to muss up your hair for something fierce. Benji. Hey, Brooke. Don't you think you should invest in some armor?
No.
I have armor.
It's simple.
I mean real armor. You're hardly protecting your, vital parts.
You can't be serious.
My vital parts. Well said. But to answer your question, no. What I'm wearing now affords me a high degree of mobility. You can't get killed if you don't get hit.
No way.
You mean to tell me you dodge every blow? Not exactly. Well, there you go. Sometimes I eliminate my targets before they get the chance to swing. That works too, you know. Sounds like you've been getting real lucky. I wouldn't bank on things staying that way. All I know is if it weren't for my armor, I wouldn't be standing here right now. That may be, but when you get hit, you hit back harder. That'll do the trick. I once saw a horse do just that back home. She wasn't cooperating, so the stable master kicked her. Turns out she could kick back harder. A fitting analogy, but remember, a snake can be just as dangerous as a horse, albeit for different reasons. Each of us has their own approach. That's part of what makes us a threat when we work together. It's like that with sports, too. You take a bunch of average athletes, train them to work as a team, and they'll be unstoppable. Exactly. It only takes two pairs of eyes. Exactly. It takes only two pairs of eyes to watch each other's blind spots.
I'm lost.
Well, I'm glad you're watching mine. I'm happy to watch yours. Wait, I didn't mean it that way. You know I didn't mean it that way, right?
Whatever you say.
No promises. Benji. You sure have a lot of energy, Benji.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah, I get that a lot. My friends used to say my parents put fertilizer in my breakfast. That's an unpleasant thought. Hey, peak performance takes commitment. Can't argue with that. Did you grow up around Red Hill?
Nothing less.
Yep,
than the best.
born and raised. It's a great place. Always something to do.
Really?
Really? I'm a little surprised. That's why some rural folk move to the big cities, you know, to be a part of the action.
Simple.
Ha! Wherever Benji goes, he brings the action. Best way to win every race is to never slow down. I knew students at the academy who would have said the same. They were lots of fun to be around. Oh yeah, I never spent too much time socializing though. Plenty to keep you busy on a farm. Sounds about right. Well, maybe this is your big chance to see the world. I would have been happy to stay right at home, but no one burns down Benji's hometown without a fight. Besides, I'm always up for a challenge. That's good to hear. I'm sure the battles to come will challenge all of us. We'll need all the help we can get. Well, Benji doesn't pull punches. You won't have to worry about that. Just be sure to pace yourself. It's hard to improve when you're injured. I always pace myself as fast as I can go. A scrape or two's nothing a healer can't handle. Well, then you'd better stick close to one. Or you'd better keep up. Oh boy. I meant to ask Benji, how was that for new battles in Heights of Glory? You mean what happened at Swift Harbor? Yep, biggest combat engagement either of us might hope to see. Maybe hope isn't the right word. Definitely the kind of thing that goes down in history. Just also way shorter than I expected.
Definitely.
It's all the plays and fairs. The sword fights drag on and on. In real combat, it's often over as soon as someone gets skewered. Good point. Doesn't help when a powerful wizard all but wipes out both sides either. That was truly tragic. For Irving especially. Though for what it's worth, it probably helped avoid a more drawn-out struggle. Something like that only would have worsened animosity between our nations, if you can imagine that.
I'm lost.
I'll leave that to the politicians to figure out. Probably wise. I wouldn't mention that to Irving either. You got it. Well, I think you'll make your father proud, Benji, when you tell him everything you've been through. I sure hope so. Anyway, nothing wrong with a good battle, of course, but I'm hoping we get to change things up. I'm ready to take on some new challenges. Battles like that are hard to watch, aren't they? A little bit. So many of those people probably didn't even know each other. They were just so ready to... I don't know. I try not to think about it. I know what you mean, Benji. Many of them otherwise might have been friends, if their kings hadn't taught them to hate each other. I think that's worth reflecting on. I guess it just kind of gets you down.
Now what?
Well, what about trying to change that? Bringing people together to do something good. Or like Lincoln always talks about, protecting the innocent.
Hey, thanks.
Those things sound good. Yeah, I like that. Good, Benji. I do too. Irving probably has most of these conversations. And he went and bought a goat. No, that's not it. Rats. There's something wrong, Sia. I'm trying to remember this song, The Lender's Boy. Did you ever know it?
Yes.
Yes, a long time ago. We used to have a little game to go with it. Exactly. Wow, better days. Anyway, I can't remember part of the lyrics to one of the verses. Which verse? Here, I'll sing it for you. The baker's rolls were 2 a penny, but the lender's boy didn't have any, so he borrowed a purse from his father's coat. What's next? Now he owes him interest on a promissory note. Oh, that's right, a promissory note. I always used to think that was so weird. Imagine charging interest to your own child. To be fair, I'd be pretty upset if my son stole my coin purse.
Really?
Sure, but charging him interest, that's just low. You know, you have a lovely voice, Sia. Aw, shucks, thanks. I used to sing for guests sometimes back at the Bandit. When they were behaving themselves, that is. So, not too often. To help them forget their troubles? Sure, I figured it might take their minds off the road for a while. Well, I appreciate you trying to do the same for me. Oh no, it's not like that. Don't think twice about it. I believe it worked for a moment there. Most people deserve to go a whole lifetime without experiencing what you're going through now. I don't pretend to know what most people deserve, but you got me thinking about my childhood. Back then I was blessed with all kinds of gifts, without doing anything to deserve them. Maybe it all comes due in the end. If that's the case, I think the gods owe you a lot more interest. I guess we'll find out. When we do, I'll sing a song about it. I think I'd like to hear that. Maybe you will. Alden, I don't think I've congratulated you recently. You're speeding through a mage's greatest milestones at a pace I never thought possible. I hope you're setting aside time to take it all in. Thanks. I try to. Are you following your sister's advice? Eating well? Getting lots of sleep? I think so. Very good. Something wrong? No, nothing's wrong, honest. Everything you were saying makes sense. Look, I know the events at Swiftharder changed me. And not just physically either. There's this new sensitivity around the aspects and other phenomena.
Don't worry.
But I want to assure you, I haven't turned into some vicious animal or been replaced by an imposter. I'm still the same Irving you know. I have all the same memories and the same fondness and respect for our friends, as well as you and your sister. Don't worry, Irving. I know that.
Yes.
Of course you do. Yes, must just be strange for you to witness. I don't think I would know how to respond either if I were in your position. I just don't know what that's like. If something were to happen to me, to Marin, I can't even imagine. Then don't, Alden. There's no use in it.
Together.
We've all experienced loss enough already, one way or another. We can't afford to feel the loss of those we still have with us. We have to concentrate on looking out for each other instead. That's all I really want anyway, to help protect you guys and my sister. Good, then you're on the right path. Irving, I have never been one for fine words, but even if I were, I expect the right ones would be hard to find right now. I can only imagine what you feel. I don't know what it's like to lose a brother. Maybe not, but you know what it's like to lose your friend. My dearest friend. The void of his absence is a burden we will both bear. I only wish we had more time. I don't think he expected to die that day. A soldier makes his peace with death the moment he lifts a sword. Sterling was no exception. How can you be so sure? Because we made a pact, Sterling and I. If either of us should perish, we take care of each other's families.
Indeed.
Yes. And I suppose that's what you're doing now. Irving, of course I have no intention of failing my oath to your brother. But it's not as if you're some helpless child in need of defending. You've learned to protect yourself better than I could ever hope to. And your friends. I'd say Sterling would be proud of you for that. But I know he already was. A bit premature on his part, but he said as much. I know he meant it.
Together.
Well then with any luck, we'll make him right. We'll honor his legacy, together.
With honor.
I desire nothing more. Alden, you're covered in soot. Yeah, I think that happens when I cast too many spells at close range. Let's get you cleaned up. Are you feeling alright? Are you hurt? Not hurt, really. Just a little exhausted, I think. I know what you mean. Hey, can I ask you a question? Of course, anything. What happened to Sterling exactly? Why couldn't you and Lincoln heal him? I thought you might ask about that. Is that a bad thing? No, it's perfectly understandable you'd want to know. I only wish I had a better explanation for what happened. I don't know why we couldn't heal him. There was some kind of strange and terrible magic at work. I'd never seen anything like it before in my life. Seems like neither had Lincoln. But the other soldiers took him back with them, right? Couldn't somebody else have healed him? No, Alden. By then he was dead. He was gone. I hope that's the most you know of loss for a long time. But in our world, you don't often get so lucky. Is it like that for everyone? I'm not sure what you mean. When we defeat our enemies, do their families miss them? Not all of our enemies are living humans. The undead we faced in Drakenwell, for example, they were nothing more than animated corpses. Sure, but what about when we fought Aramorans or the Dalian troops?
Alden,
Yes, Alden. Many of them had fathers and mothers, brothers, and all the rest of it. But don't forget, many of them would have just as easily taken you from your friends and family if they had the chance. I guess, but it's still hard to think about. I know. I think it's supposed to be. It can help us remember never to take a life unless it's absolutely necessary. But when it is necessary, don't second guess yourself. We have to do what we can to survive. We have to look out for each other, you know.
Alden.
Yeah, I know. When you feel this way, do you think you can try to remember that? Yeah, I can try. Okay. So we got all that. Let me think here for a second. What the heck? Why did that happen? There we go. I fixed the thing. Let's see here. Shop weapon tokens. Oh, well, not inventory. Upgrades. Again, we'll try Helena, but I don't know how well she's going to end up working out. There we go. I wanted to upgrade a bunch of Benji's stuff. Oh, whoops, inventory. Didn't want to do that. There we go. that should be it for that for the moment. However, I need one of the ones that increases accuracy. Half of mastery added to accuracy. Right, yeah. We want Sarah and Irving. Okay. Kraken's ass. There wasn't a cloud in the sky last night. Had a storm like this sneak up on me. I'm not even that hungover. So much for your expertise.
Huh?
Do you guys hear that? A little hard not to. We're in a storm, kiddo. There's a lot more where that came from. No, not the thunder. There's a constant buzzing, lower than the booms. Black abyss. Storm elementals. Bring an adept along, did you? Damn clergy always rolling weighted dice. Looks like the other passengers are already getting acquainted with our stormy friends. Elementals, but how? I thought more spectators. Come to watch the show? Or would you care to help me actually do something about the onslaught of spirits? You know, I'm tired of people assuming we can help. What gives it away? My outfit? Is it time for a change? Can we talk about this later? Born Heir. HP increased by half of mastery. Increased accuracy. Increases phase range. Mastery increases accuracy. 25% if unit doesn't move. You know, I'm gonna go with this one because him as a noble, I could totally picture him being like, I'm going to make a magic carpet. 95, 10, 95, 40, 35. Ooh, but that brings his magic down, his magic stat down by a lot. I don't think I'm necessarily okay with that. Also brings his luck down by quite a bit. But I technically already have an Arcanist. Screw it, we're gonna do it. Ford. Ford will be a raider. It just makes sense in my opinion. 8% standalone chance to dodge. Pillage. And then ambush. Which is plus 35% power against enemies with full health. 3% chance to gain a stat up item after a kill. Iris. You're gonna do Surge because you have Inner Strength, which healed for 10% of crit damage. So yeah, she's gonna go all lightning and shit. Shiza. Well, we do have the new guys already. Oh, right. We're not really using Vesta. And I'm gonna make sure that Vesta doesn't... She don't need that. Or that, or that. Half of mastery added to accuracy. There he is, Irving. So half would be 8 to accuracy. Or he just keeps the Orion Pursuit, which increases his hit chance by 15%. Yeah, we'll just leave it with that. Nearby enemies do 15% less magic damage. %, resistance to arcane magic, which useful. You know what? We'll switch hers out. Okay, so map prepping time. Level 20, level 20. Okay, let's just go ahead and save. Well, actually, wait, hang on. All right, there we go. Now we're good.
This should be fun.
There we go.
Proudly meeting expectations.
My turn!
Quickly and quietly.
Bye-bye!
There you go, Brooke. Right, she's got a thing, doesn't she? Or maybe she doesn't? Thought she had a thing. Shift unit info. I know he's got one, which is advanced stats increased by 10% of maximum HP by a max of 8. Basically, it means he gets like the craziest stat boosts known to man. Benji.
All yours.
Whatever you need. You're not going anywhere.
All yours.
Yeah, I better get paid.
Oh, you're gonna get frickin' paid. Don't worry about it.
Right away.
Let's do it.
Ooh, Alden.
Strength is the only path to peace.
Back in action.
Okay,
Not
Bianca
bad,
got a
not
little up.
bad.
Brooke also got a little up.
Sharp skills, full pockets.
Okay. Gotta focus on my lower level guys first.
I will.
Boop, boop.
This should be fun.
Nicely done, Sloan. Makes up for your death from the last
falling
map.
into place.
This should be fun.
Benji's always ready.
Yes, yes, Benji, we know. You're always ready. Okay, so let's see here. Who else needs...
Benji's always ready.
Go Arima. Just F them up.
Right away. I won't let you fall.
Keep letting Lincoln do his thing.
Are you sure?
Nice.
I've got a lot to learn.
Benji's always ready.
Nah, we're good right there.
I feel stronger. Do I look stronger?
Uh-huh. Yeah, probably. Okay, who's got the lowest level? Sloan 18. Rook 18.
In position.
Oh, right, Benji too. Shit.
My turn!
Okay, so now Marin and Lincoln and everybody just start healing.
Stay with me.
Awaiting orders.
And we'll move Sia up. I mean, honestly, everybody's just gonna get moved.
Are you
up.
sure?
I just don't know who we're gonna use to draw out the baddies yet.
How can I help?
Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. Thought you'd never ask.
Need to remember I can do that too.
Chop chop!
I like you better over there.
Okay. Intern. OG ship health 55. So we have to start booking it, I guess.
This should be fun. I won't let you fall.
Oh, all right.
My turn! Run like the wind! Here to help. How can I help?
Yeah, I better get paid.
Let's see here.
Fresh as a daisy.
My
Nice.
hard
There
work
you
is
go,
paying
Marin.
off.
Benji's always ready.
Quickly and quietly.
By your grace, Fane.
Okay.
Proudly meeting expectations. Bye-bye!
thank you, Arima.
Even now, the arena is with me.
I feel stronger. Do I look stronger?
Thought you'd never ask. Here.
Oh, hang on.
Sharp skills, full pockets.
There you go, Brooke.
Can do.
Oh, all right.
Nicely done. Then Benji.
It will be done.
Can't argue with results.
No, you cannot. Let's see here.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Nicely done.
Stay with me!
Let go of all fear. You won't be needing that.
You won't be needing that.
Little warning next time?
Oh god, ship health. Jeez. Alright. I'm gonna have to book it more.
Honored.
Attack, attack.
Was that really necessary?
Yes, it was necessary.
I won't let you fall.
Yeah, I better get paid.
be?
If you insist.
Rally to me.
Okay. Go, Benji, go!
Please clap. Legends never
Oh,
die.
shit, Benji. G71.
Can do. Not bad, not bad.
There we go.
It's all falling into place.
Oh, nicely done.
Awaiting orders. I won't let you fall. Catch your breath. I'll handle this. If I must.
Oh, whoops. Alden! Get up here. Okay, Monroe.
Impressive, is it not?
Oh, you missed.
Oh, all right.
And then bring him up. Okay.
the only path to peace.
I better get them a drink.
Awaiting orders.
Jeez, Arima.
The arena is with me.
Right away.
Okay. Yep, let's do that. Sloan.
Are you sure?
Maybe with some style next time.
My turn!
Alright, end the turn. Whew.
Are you not entertained?
Let's see here. Who was it that went down? Oh, it was Benji. That's right. Well, you certainly took your time strolling up here. You're lucky I had things under control. Is that what that was? I'm sorry. This was all my fault. Really? Now that would be impressive. It's true. Well, I suppose there's no hiding it now. I'm an adept. Black-blooded. It was me the elementals were after. Oh, I should have stayed in Lavelle. Then I never would have caused all this trouble. Why would the elementals be after you? Because of our nature. We adepts have a special connection to the elemental world. Flames may flow from our fingers as easily as tears fall from our eyes. But there's a price to pay for that. Elemental spirits are often drawn to us, and not too friendly ones at that. You're an adept too? And from, Neolus? Black-blooded. I know those foul words all too well. Etlun is far behind us now. You need not utter them here. Wow. I'd hoped to meet others in Varroa, but not so soon. It's a shame you were treated so in Neolus. In Aramor, we are prized. And yet it seems, regardless of superstition, any king is happy to have us serve them in their armies. There are 3 of you? Yes, yes. Well, this is all very touching. Might I suggest we assess the damage and continue this conversation out of the rain? Yes, the damage. Ah, my rugs. Rugs? Oh, wow. They're absolutely ruined. You put hand-spun rugs on a poop deck. What did you expect?
What?
They really brought the deck together. I will be right back, folks. I need to use the restroom real quick. Oh, shit. Hang on. I'm sorry I missed your message there, Terror Pulse, but thank you for tuning in, man, and hope you have a good night. Probably have enough time for at least one more map. So, alrighty, let's get back into this, shall we? Chapter 13, Resurgence of Purpose. The party and crew battle with storm spirits on the high seas, having attracted them with the high volume of adept blood on board. This brings them the fortune of meeting Monroe and Iris, two other passengers who find themselves lacking a final destination. The party agrees to let them come along. No one expects that their journey will get any easier. They reached ground in Isen's Hope, a harbor town. After leaving his ship and preparing his crew to wait for the group, Ford comes along. They set off on a long trip to Chillabons, where the Order of Eternals makes its home. Irving prepares to meet his father. Vesta prepares to petition the Order for aid. It's beautiful. I've never seen anything like it. It's ridiculous that you can still see the ocean. Anyone afraid of heights? Can anyone spot the ship? Hello, old humpback. Not with these eyes. Perhaps our young sharpshooter might. Oh yeah, I can see it. Not you, Benji. I guess I just can't compete. Still, it's quite a view, isn't it, Irving? Irving? Vesta's been in there for quite some time. Oh, well, I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. There's a lot to catch up on. Ah, there she is at last. Not a moment too soon. I'm eager to collect my debts and get back on the seas, you know. I'm afraid you'll have to wait a bit longer. The council won't be meeting until tomorrow. You live to disappoint me, don't you? Irving, the Grand Vicar will see you now. Huh? Oh, of course. Well, this is it. You've waited your whole life for this. No use in waiting any longer.
Still.
It's just, I never thought this day would come. Certainly not like this. I understand. Feels like every day since we left Brookstead, something completely unbelievable has happened. How could you understand, Garrick? You've always known your father.
Hardly.
I still wonder if anyone really knows that man. But regardless, this isn't about me. You're going to be fine, Irving. Just stand up straight and try to make a good impression. All the usual things. And don't keep him waiting. Go on. Irving. Hello, Father. Pardon the mess. Vesta's news was troubling, to say the least. It had me turning the place upside down for old records. That's alright. Come here. Let me get a good look at you.
Son.
Quite the man you've shaped up to be, Irving. A Sildarin through and through. Hair is ruby like your brother's, though it seems, as Vesta says, you've changed since the incident. In appearance, I mean. I suppose. Do you feel any different? I think so. Especially around the aspects. It's sort of like nettle on my skin. As if I could feel the energy inside them. Black Knight. And it's as I feared. Father, I'm afraid I have worse news still. About Sterling.
Sterling.
Yes. We tried to save him. Marin, Bianca, Lincoln, but the blast. Father, I'm sorry. Sterling. I think somehow I knew. If that's possible. Something in Vesta's voice. If only I'd gotten there sooner. I know I could have. No, you mustn't blame yourself. Though this news is grave indeed, no doubt this weighs on your heart as much as mine. It does. Even after all this time, it hardly feels real. He was like a father to you. Yes, it's all too understandable. That wasn't my intention, Father. He'd find a way to see the good somehow, wouldn't he? He'd say, "Look, Father, there's one son yet in front of you with plenty to be proud of," and he'd be right. That would have been just like him. Do you think you know what happened, or who he is, this sorcerer who caused the explosion? The Order has its suspicions. We've been following the disappearance of the aspects for some time. All the more reason I'm thankful you and your friends preserved so many. I'm glad you found us.
Listen.
I am too. Look, I know no amount of words can make up for lost time, but I just want you to understand. It was a true burden for me to be absent from your childhood years, and so many of your brothers. I understand. I know that's hardly an apology, son, but, well, an apology is something I can't give. The protection of the aspects has fallen to the most capable members of our family for generations. I did my best to explain that to your mother before we wed. Mother always emphasized the importance of your mission. I think I'm beginning to see that firsthand. Yes, well, I find myself wishing its importance were less and less with each day. How is your mother? Fine, I suppose, although I haven't seen her since I left Brookstead. You know, Irving, I was hoping to spare you the burdens of this life, but it seems destiny's brought you right into the thick of it. I want to know what it all, I just want to know what it will ask of me. I want to be ready for it, not like I was on the battlefield. Do not hold that day against yourself. That's a burden no heart can bear. No matter how strong you've become, you're still young. You're giving everything you can. Everything I have isn't always going to be enough. I keep giving it because it's all I've ever known. But I can't understand how I'm supposed to keep going.
Gods,
I have to believe most would have cracked under this much pressure at your age. You've grown into a warrior well before most. I suppose it's in our blood. Son, for what little it's worth, I'm proud to be your father. I can hope that my blood had some say in the man you've become, but to do it all alone, you should be proud. Listen, I've arranged quarters for you and your companions in the city. Go and get some rest. We'll have a long day of proceedings tomorrow. Thank you, Father. And Irving, I can't tell you how much it lifts my spirits in these grim days to finally meet you. You truly are the kind of son that would make any father proud. I'm glad of it, Father. I'll see you in the morning. Members of the Third Circle and friends of the Order of Eternals, I thank you for gathering here on such short notice.
listen.
There is much to discuss, so I suggest we begin immediately. One of our own, Vesta of the Fourth Circle, brings disturbing testimony from Etlin. Counselors and friends, just weeks after receiving word from Crooked Spire about the disappearance of the aspects, my temple was attacked by a powerful necromancer. In all the years that I've kept the temple, I've never seen such magic as this. For this reason, I expect him to be in possession of at least 2 eternal aspects, possibly more. He was capable of phasing large distances and raising innumerable dead. I was completely overwhelmed. Were it not for the arrival of my new companions, we would likely no longer be in possession of the aspects which I swore to protect with my life. And who are these companions?
Friends.
Friends, both old and new. Once we had routed the necromancer, they shared with me that they too had encountered a similar figure in a derelict manor in northern Etland. There, it seems he was pursuing an heirloom of the Drakenweld family, an aspect that perhaps had slipped through our requisition efforts.
What?
Nonsense. Counselor, not now. What's more, they informed me that they themselves were aware of several sites thought to contain aspects that were recently looted and were in possession of a handful of aspects themselves. It was then that I elected to bring them here for their safety, the protection of their aspects, and those which I keep at the Temple of Fane. What folly. Allow me to summarize. This priestess gets word of missing aspects and feats of sorcery too powerful for one man alone. She then just happens to meet a rogue group of aspect wielders and decides to hand over her trove and lead them directly to us. I believe we have found our culprits, Grand Vicar, open and shut. I will remind the good counselor that my son is among this group of rogues he speaks of.
Pardon?
If I might interrupt, sir. My name is Maeve Le Varon. I address this body on behalf of the Mystic Council. We believe these events may be connected to the disappearance of the Prodigy. He has eluded our observation now for quite some time. The Prodigy. A talented student from Cosmere University with an unprecedented propensity for magic. Perhaps he is capable of such sorcery. That troublesome expellee from Cosmere, what would he want with the aspects? I doubt he read enough to ever learn of them.
Enough!
Enough! Counselor, you will hold your tongue when testimony is given. Vesta, do you trust these companions of yours? Yes, Grand Vicar. I trust them with my life. They have preserved it on more than one occasion, and at great risk to their own lives. And you believe they are sincere in their account? Entirely. Well, one thing is clear. Whoever is collecting these aspects has sinister intentions and must be apprehended before they can inflict further damage. And we are to believe these ones had no hand in this mischief based on the testimony of one priestess. Vesta is an esteemed ranking member of the Fourth Circle and entitled to every honor therein. But no, our fate will not rest on her testimony alone. If her word is true, then the quest I will give will surely empower them to find and defeat the threat we face. But if her word is false, this quest will destroy them. You speak of the trial of the soul, sir. Yes. The temple of Koeli Sumash has been lost for millennia. I must admit I'm surprised, sir. Even the Archmystic does not know its location. Nor do I, but I do know where this knowledge resides. Vesta, you will take your companions to the ruins of the temple of Huluric in the Towering Weald. There, you will find a compass of sorts. It will guide you to the temple of Koeli Sumash. If you then pass the soul trial, you need not return here. You will discover all that we can offer you in your quest to find and defeat this menace, though your triumph against him I cannot guarantee. What should we expect to find in the ruins? Resistance. Acquiring the compass was not intended to be easy, and you should proceed through the Towering Weald with care. One of my scribes will provide you with our most recent chartings of the forest, but the Sylvan tribes that inhabit it are as nomadic as they are lethal. There's no telling where they'll crop up one day to the next. I would also like to join them, sir, if I might. The Mystic Council is quite concerned about these incidents. I was just going to suggest something of the like. Depart with them. I will write to your superiors in the morning. Will you take your warden with you? She will. Well, it seems we are decided then. If that's the case, I'd consider us adjourned. Indeed. And Vesta, I cannot make this warning to you and your companions too strongly. The device you seek is in the ruins of a great power. and may be of great use to you, but it is quite dangerous. Trust it no more than you would a snake in a wicker basket.
As you will.
As you will, sir.
Son.
Good. Son, I give you and your friends my blessing. Go, make your preparations quickly. Time is not on our side. Okay, so for her... diplomatic immunity. We don't have a witch hunter yet, do we? You know what? Yeah, because we had Caius as a Strider. Garrick is this, Sophia is this, so yeah. Oh, yay! Another Adept. Ancient Blood. Can't take more than 30% of max HP in one hit. Holy shit. However, I think the Gale is still best for that character. Bonds. Orima. Haha, Benji and Orima. Orima the Sundari. This is absolutely unreal. I take it you've heard of me.
Nothing less than the best.
From Sarah, yeah. Sounds like where you come from, you're the best.
The arena.
That's some assertion, but I was the longest reigning champion of the arena before my exile.
Please clap.
Impressive. We didn't have an arena in Red Hill, but if we did, I would have been the same. Just to give you a sense of my background. I see. So you're a man who enjoys a good challenge, then. Never turned one down. Then it's a good thing we share this road. There's no telling what we'll face one day to the next. That's what's so exciting about all this traveling we're doing. Growing up in Red Hill, training day in and day out, I never knew the world was so big.
Things change.
And no matter how much of it you've seen, it's still bigger. Terra Zale is as alive as its inhabitants. No place is ever the same on the second visit. I've never thought about that, but you're absolutely right. Whoa. Sit with that. It should last you a while. Yeah. Irving, how are you feeling? It wouldn't be right to complain, but you want to. Let's just say I can still remember a time in my life when my whole body wasn't sore, though only very distantly now. I think I know just the spell for that.
Don't worry.
Please, Mary, don't bother. I just need to rest. Stubborn as always. How did it go? Your talk with your father? As well as can be expected. I'm sure he was devastated by the news. I have a feeling Vesta may have softened the blow a bit, but yes, I have no doubt that he was. How did he react? He was strong, as I'm sure he was always trained to be. A man in his position is never far from loss. Still, I'm sure this was uniquely painful. With Sterling, he lost more than a son. I think he... I'm sorry, Irving. I wasn't trying to bring up all that back up again.
Sterling.
No, that's alright. I need to say this. My father felt he lost a piece of himself, too, when my brother died. At least, he felt that way. I think anyone whose life is even remotely intersected with his would say the same. I know I would. He always considered you a trusted friend. And I was always honored by that, just as I was always honored to be by his side in the end.
Still.
I know you did everything you could, Baron. I hope you don't blame yourself. Don't worry, I don't. That's one of the first lessons you learn as a healer. The easy way, or the hard way. Then perhaps that's a lesson you can teach to the rest of us. If I can, I will. It was good. It was good to see you get on the boat. Familiar faces are few and far between right now.
Explain.
What in the world are you doing with these people? You heard that my father disowned me and I dropped off the map, I presume. Of course. Where were you? Captured by bandits, funnily enough. Irving and the others rescued us. Us? Ah, Sophia is the dearest friend I've ever had. Though I'd appreciate you not telling her that. Her family took me in after my exile. Fed me, clothed me. In peasant garb, I'm sure. I'd have loved to see what that looked like. I'm sure you would, you fiend. Either way, we stuck with them. I have no place in Sojourn, and there are other reasons to stick around. What happened in the Wastes? Last I heard, your traveling companions wiped out both the Aramoran and Delian armies and killed the commander. Keep your voice down. Sterling's little brother is on board. He had to watch him die, and now has to carry the guilt that the whole kingdom thinks he was the one to kill him. That's awful. From what I had heard, Sterling was a good man. Yes, and so is his brother, Monroe. I know you have no real purpose in Varroa, so I won't pry. I think you should join us. I can't explain why, unless you promise to stay with the group.
Naturally.
Alright, Val Mirren. I've known you a long time, and I've never known you to care for anything at all. You have my curiosity. I always wanted to climb a mountain.
Well, what do you know?
And now look at you. You're absolutely tearing through your bucket list. Smart.
All right.
You bet. Life's too short to waste time. And even shorter for some. Exactly. Escarnus was a pretty good climb too, now that I think about it. It was, and the view was well worth it.
Nothing less than the best.
Views are temporary. Gains are forever. Assuming you can retain them, of course. Benji, best in class. The legendary warrior abundant in both physical strength and proverbial wisdom. Benji, best in class junior. Ah, so you take your father's name. Proudly, too. That must get terribly confusing.
No way!
Not really. Whenever he says Benji, I know he's referring to me.
Right.
And what about when you say it? Well...
You're really something.
Don't think about that too hard, Benji. Life is short, remember? That's right. Garrick, I'm still a bit worried about Irving. You've spoken to him recently, haven't you? You must have made an oath once to never let him go a day without my pestering. So yes, we've spoken. And while I can't imagine what he's going through is easy, I think I'm a lot less concerned than you are. That doesn't mean you're right to be. Oof, as cutting as your words are, they are probably true. That's what gives them their sting. Well, regardless, given the circumstances, he seems to be doing alright. That's good to hear. I just wish there was something we could do for him. There always is. I think we're doing it. To the best of our admittedly deficient abilities. I know, but it's just so hard to know what to do. On one hand, I don't want to bother him or remind him about his loss too much, but I also don't want him to think I don't care. The difference between you and me is that I don't mind annoying him. I'm quite certain I've been doing that all my life.
You're really something.
You can add me to that list of certain people too. Glad to have your vote of confidence. Can you try and be serious for a moment? Are you sure you want that? I don't know if you've ever seen what that looks like. Garrick. Fine. Look, I think it's better to err on the side of too much attention. If he needs space, he can tell us. Besides, he bears the loss of his brother, while at most, we bear the loss of a friend.
Right.
That's got to feel lonely enough without us adding to it. You know, Garrick, I think you actually gave some sound advice there.
Huh?
Yeah, well, don't get used to it. I think I just might like serious Garrick. Sounds like what you really like is setting yourself up for disappointment. Whew. You don't mess around. Catch your breath. You're not ready to learn how to fight to the brink of exhaustion. You need to master the fundamentals first. You fight with your mind. That is good, but we need to master your instinct first. I like to be in control of my actions, thanks. Then you'll like to be dead. Sometimes a blade must be faster than the mind. Instinct is an incredibly powerful ally, but it is also dangerous. How so? It's hard to describe. Just take this at face value. You will be a better fighter if you learn to separate your instinct and your thoughts. Control of both is essential. That's confusing, but I trust you. Good. It sounds like we may be getting somewhere after all. So, when you come at me from the left like that, it makes sense for me to twist and dodge back. That is correct. But in the moment we were sparring, my first instinct was to lean in, past the blow, and strike. A dangerous maneuver, but one that would have won you the fight and left you unharmed. One that would have won you the fight and left you unharmed. I see. I see what you're saying with the danger. How do you learn to make these decisions so quickly? There's a fine line between self-preservation and losing your edge. Fighting is about being dynamic. Yes, that's all well and good. How do you learn to make these decisions so quickly?
I don't know.
I don't know, Sia. I don't have an answer. I'm hoping if we drill it into you and you gain enough experience, it will come. That is how it happened for me. Seems like a risky proposition to me. Little value can be found in places devoid of risk. When did you become the wordy philosopher? When you're the only one around to hear me. Hey, that almost sounds like you consider us friends. Timing, Sophia. You could really work on your timing. What? Is this about what I said on the boat? I wish it were only about that. Look, all I'm saying is, everywhere we go, people think we've showed up just in time to solve their problems. For free, too. How does that work? It's like we've got big signs around our necks that say free help. In fairness, I would like to think we look somewhat formidable. Shouldn't that scare people? The wrong people.
Ta-da!
It doesn't seem to work that way. Maybe I'm just too cute. I wouldn't be too sure. Perhaps it's the ferret. Have you thought about ditching it? I saw a nice patch of wood not too far. Sloane. Ugh, you're terrible. You didn't hear that, did you, Butter? No, you don't speak mean. You are so predictable it hurts. At least I'm consistent and nice to harmless little animals. That's one way of looking at it, and I'm not sure any of your enemies would call Butter harmless. Well then, you better not become one.
That's cute.
I'm shaking in my boots. You're not wearing boots.
No.
No, Sophia, technically I'm not. How do you get around in those things anyway? Very carefully. Gracefully, too, I hope. Yeah, keep hoping. Hey Sloane, I wanted to ask but kept forgetting. What kind of stories did your pa tell you about mine? Not many, I'm afraid. They didn't know each other long, and truthfully, I'm surprised you seem to know so much about him. Oh, sure, I know about him. My pa looked up to him big time.
I'm intrigued.
Impossible. That doesn't really add up with what I've heard. Well, maybe you should do less math and more listening, huh? Let me spin you a tale like my pa would.
That's cute.
I guess we can do that. It's a cold, dark night. The year is 1079. Benji the First is trudging through... They met in 1078, actually, during the Neolusian border war. Huh. Must have forgotten the date. Anyways, trudging through the rain to sneak up on an encampment of
Nothing
Neolusians.
less than the best.
He had spotted the campfire from a ways off and was determined to save his brothers in arms. He roared into their camp, and it turned out it was just Henry and his advisor. Their wagon had gotten stuck, so they were camped there for the night. He sure felt silly. That isn't how I heard the story told. Well, I'm sure you heard it from the other side.
Benji!
Can you imagine a big hulking Benji in this suit of armor busting out into the camp light in the middle of the night? Huh, a terrifying thought. Exactly how my father had told the story. Why in the world did he think they were Aramorans? They were hundreds of miles from the conflict. You can never be too prepared. Funny. I've been waiting for an apology, yet here we stand. No one apologizing. Strange. Very cute, Sloane. I don't mind you being rude, or even comparing me to people I've never met that I'm sure you have a low opinion of. I do mind you waltzing around thinking you know me. You don't.
Fine.
Prove it then. Prove I don't know you. How do you suggest I go about doing that? Give up on trying to get all your money and power back. You don't need it to be happy.
That's cute.
Brooke, do you realize how silly that sounds coming from someone who kills people to acquire money and power? I do realize that, actually. That's the fun thing about all this. I don't need to not be a hypocrite to be right. You are simply impossible. You wouldn't understand what it's like to have everything all your life and then have it taken away. Nope, I wouldn't. What I do understand is that I've seen countless heirs and heirs dedicate their lives to getting back to where they were as a kid. It's sickening to watch. I think you can be better than that. Oh, so now you're my biggest supporter. Pick a side, woman. How long is it going to take you to understand there are no sides? I don't need this, but you might. Excuse me if I don't believe your motives are so pristine. You're excused. Well, never mind. I did not realize there was going to be so much talking. Kills grant 2% power till the end of the turn. If doubling, second attack deals 25% increased damage. Oh no! Damn it! Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. %, after moving, the second attack in a double deals 25% extra damage. Oh, I should have made her a freaking Strider. Damn it. Oh, I'm so mad at myself right now. Like, absolutely infuriated with myself, actually. Dodging heals for 5 HP. Huh, well that's kind of neat. I think it's too late. I'm not going to be able to fix that. Oh, that makes me mad. Makes me really mad. Because that would have been epic. She probably would have turned into an absolute slaughterfest of a character. Oh, maybe that's why Bianca's suddenly hitting like a freaking train. That makes me so mad right now, I'm not gonna lie. Well, I'm not gonna use this guy probably. I was maybe thinking about using her, but now I probably won't, just because I'm pissed. Monroe, we are definitely going to keep using. Iris, maybe? Okay, Brooke, Sloan, and Benji need to catch the hell up. So I'm going to have to do some serious work on that. Alright. Well, folks, we're hitting that magical, we've hit that magical 3-hour mark, so I'm going to go ahead and call it a night there. Also, so hang on, let's do a proper outro here. So, thank you folks for tuning in to the Flying T-Bar. See you tonight. I will be back tomorrow with more Sunday Fun Day, which means more Harvestilla, where we will do more farming and probably try to start doing some more story again. Just because of the fact that once you get done choring, you gotta find things to keep your time occupied. Beyond that, however, well, no, I mean, that's really it. Yeah, I mean, that's actually really just it. Alrighty, so let me think here. What was the next thing? Oh, we are going to find somebody to raid. That's right. That's what we're going to do. Doesn't look like a lot of the usual suspects are on right now. So let's go searching real quick. Maybe this one. Let's check and see here. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so Aurelia C. So we're gonna raid Aurelia C VT. She's playing Fire Emblem Engage. So, don't forget, folks, as we start this raid, just remember, make sure that you guys enjoy good food, good drink, good company, and have happy trails. And I will see you guys on the flip side. That is such a cheesy line.